Let's talk about Tom Lehrer, a name that might not be instantly familiar to everyone, but one that represents a unique and brilliant intersection of intellect and wit. We're about to delve into the fascinating world of a man who defied easy categorization. A true original. He wasn't just a comedian, and he wasn't just a mathematician. He was something far more interesting. A satirist with a scientific mind, a musician with a penchant for the absurd, and a performer who could make you laugh while simultaneously making you think. He was a brilliant mathematician, a true academic, deeply involved in the world of numbers and equations at prestigious institutions like Harvard. He wasn't just dabbling, he was immersed in complex theories and abstract concepts, and a razor-sharp satirist who made the world laugh at itself. He used his wit as a weapon, dissecting societal norms and political absurdities with surgical precision. His performances were more than just entertainment, they were social commentary set to music. Lehrer's songs skewered everything from politics to pollution, from the banality of everyday life to the looming threat of nuclear annihilation. No topic was off-limits, and he approached each with a unique blend of cynicism and playfulness, all with a wink and a catchy tune. He had a knack for crafting melodies that were both memorable and deceptively simple, making his often complex lyrics all the more accessible and impactful. The wink was crucial. It signaled that he was in on the joke, and he invited you to join him. Imagine someone solving math problems at Harvard in the morning, grappling with complex equations and theoretical physics, a world of pure logic and reason. Then writing a hilarious song about nuclear war in the afternoon, turning the unthinkable into a darkly comedic masterpiece. This juxtaposition is what made Lehrer so extraordinary. That was Lehrer. A man of contrasts, a paradox wrapped in a catchy melody. He was a true original, and his work continues to resonate today. He made everyone feel in on the joke, even when the joke was about something deeply unsettling. He had a way of connecting with his audience, making them complicit in his satirical observations, no matter how clever or biting his humor. His intelligence never felt exclusionary. Instead, it was an invitation to think more critically about the world around you. His legacy? What is it that makes Tom Lehrer so enduring, so relevant even decades after he stopped performing regularly, using laughter to make us think, question, and connect? He understood the power of humor as a tool for social commentary, a way to challenge the status quo and encourage critical thinking. In a world that often takes itself too seriously, a world filled with complex problems and weighty decisions, Lehrer's humor is a breath of fresh air, a reminder that it's okay to laugh even in the face of adversity. He showed us that you can tackle serious issues, that you can confront difficult truths, and still keep your sense of humor. In fact, he argued, humor might be the most effective way to approach these issues. So, let's dive into the story of Tom Lehrer, from his early days at Harvard to his rise as a satirical icon. The man who made us laugh, think, and hum along, a true original whose work continues to challenge and entertain us today. Picture a 15-year-old Tom Lehrer at Harvard, already a math prodigy. While most students were cramming for exams, Lehrer was writing witty songs for campus reviews. He turned academic jargon and world affairs into clever, subversive comedy. His piano performances became legendary among students and professors alike. Lehrer's genius was making complex ideas accessible and hilarious. He proved that intelligence and humor could go hand in hand. By day, he was a mathematician. By night, an underground comedy sensation. He wasn't chasing fame, just following his love for satire and song. This double life at Harvard set the stage for a new kind of musical comedy. Lehrer was just getting started, blending intellect and wit in a way the world had never seen. The world was about to catch on. After graduating from Harvard with honors, a chapter closed, but a new one was about to begin. Tom Lehrer, ever the dutiful citizen, joined the army. It was a time of global conflict, and his sharp mind and analytical skills were deemed valuable to the war effort. During the day, he found himself immersed in the world of secret projects, contributing his intellect to tasks shrouded in mystery. But as night fell, a different side of Lehrer emerged. He wasn't just a cog in the military machine, he was an entertainer at heart, bringing levity and laughter to his fellow troops. The seeds of his musical career were sown during this time, and in 1953, with a bold entrepreneurial spirit, he self-funded his first album. It was a passion project, a collection of witty and satirical songs that he believed deserved to be heard. Without the backing of a major record label, Lehrer took matters into his own hands, selling it by mail directly from his home. His living room became a makeshift distribution center, filled with stacks of records ready to be shipped to eager listeners. The album, fueled by its unique charm and clever lyrics, spread like wildfire. It was an unexpected phenomenon, a testament to the power of originality and wit. There was no elaborate marketing campaign, no radio airplay blitz, just pure, organic word of mouth. People shared the album with their friends, who shared it with their friends, and so on. And just like that, Tom Lehrer was no longer just a mathematician and former soldier. He was an underground sensation, a cult figure whose music resonated with a growing audience. His newfound fame led to opportunities to perform in clubs and concert halls, not just locally but worldwide. From smoky nightclubs to grand concert stages, Lehrer's music transcended geographical boundaries. His act was remarkably simple, a refreshing contrast to the elaborate productions of the time. Just him, a piano, and lyrics that were so sharp, so insightful, and so unexpected that they left audiences in stitches, gasping for air between fits of laughter. Lehrer's dry, academic delivery, delivered with the poise of a seasoned professor, only amplified the humor, making his outrageous songs even funnier. The juxtaposition was key to his comedic genius. He'd calmly introduce a song with a straight face and a measured tone, then, without missing a beat, launch into something darkly hilarious and utterly absurd, like the Irish Ballad, a tale of infanticide set to a jaunty tune. The contrast between his understated demeanor and his often outrageous material was pure comedy gold, a recipe for laughter that never failed to delight. Lehrer became a star not by chasing the spotlight or pandering to popular tastes, but by being unapologetically himself, by staying true to his unique vision and his singular brand of humor. He redefined what musical comedy could be: smart, subversive, thought-provoking, and above all, unforgettable. He elevated the genre to an art form. Audiences couldn't get enough of his sharp wit and clever lyrics. They craved his unique brand of musical satire. And so, Lehrer's legend was born, etched in the annals of comedy history as one of the most original and influential voices of his time. Let's talk about the songs that made Lehrer a legend. Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, an upbeat tune about a dark hobby, showcased his signature blend of innocence and shock. I Hold Your Hand in Mine and the Masochism Tango twisted love songs into macabre, hilarious parodies. Lehrer tackled big issues too. We Will All Go Together When We Go turned nuclear apocalypse into a sing-along. His masterpiece, The Elements, set the periodic table to a rapid-fire melody. Only Lehrer could make chemistry catchy. He took taboo and serious topics and made them irresistibly funny. Every song was a puzzle of wordplay, wit, and melody. Lehrer's music wasn't just comedy. It was art. He made us laugh, gasp, and think, all in the space of a 3-minute song. That's the magic of Tom Lehrer. Lehrer never dodged controversy. He ran toward it, piano first. His Cold War songs, like So Long Mom, lampooned nuclear paranoia with biting humor. National Brotherhood Week exposed the hypocrisy of shallow social unity, using sarcasm to challenge prejudice. The Vatican rag poked fun at religious rituals, sparking outrage and laughter in equal measure. Lehrer's satire was fearless. No institution was off-limits. His lyrics were packed with clever wordplay and references, rewarding attentive listeners. He treated his audience as equals, trusting them to get the joke. Lehrer's humor made serious issues approachable, turning outrage into laughter. He didn't preach. He made us see the absurdity in the world around us. That's why his songs still resonate. At the height of his fame, when his satirical songs were echoing through concert halls and college campuses alike, Lehrer did the unthinkable. He walked away. He turned his back on the bright lights and the roaring applause, leaving behind a career that many only dream of. It was a move that shocked the entertainment world. He joked that satire became obsolete when Kissinger won the Nobel Peace Prize, suggesting that reality had become more absurd than anything he could create. But the truth ran deeper. It wasn't just about the changing political landscape or a sense of comedic obsolescence. Lehrer was an academic at heart. The stage was a detour, an exciting but ultimately temporary diversion from his true passion. Performing night after night bored him. The repetition, the constant need to entertain, it all began to feel like a chore, a far cry from the intellectual stimulation he craved. As protest music grew angrier, louder, and more confrontational, Lehrer's light touch, his clever wit, felt increasingly out of place. He didn't want to shout. He wanted to outwit. He preferred the subtle jab, the carefully constructed argument, the intellectual sparring match over the fiery denouncement. So he returned to teaching, drawn back to the world of mathematics and the eager minds of students. Trading the stage for the classroom, he embraced the opportunity to share his knowledge and ignite a passion for learning in others. The spotlight faded, replaced by the glow of intellectual curiosity. Fame and fortune never drove him. Those trappings of success held little appeal for a man driven by deeper motivations. Curiosity and passion did. The pursuit of knowledge, the thrill of discovery, and the joy of sharing that with others, these were the things that truly fueled him. Lehrer's move was extraordinary, a testament to his unwavering commitment to his own intellectual and personal fulfillment. He left the spotlight to inspire students, shaping the minds of future generations and leaving an indelible mark on their lives. He proved that fulfillment comes from following your true calling, even if it means defying expectations and charting your own course. His legacy isn't just in his songs, in the witty lyrics and memorable melodies that continue to resonate today, but in the lives he touched as a teacher, in the countless students he inspired to think critically and pursue their own passions. Lehrer showed us that it's okay to change course when your heart leads you elsewhere. That true success lies not in fame or fortune, but in living a life aligned with your values. And he never looked back, content in the knowledge that he had made the right choice, a choice that allowed him to live a life of purpose and meaning. Lehrer's second act was as a beloved professor at UC Santa Cruz. He made math accessible and fun, using humor to demystify complex ideas. His classes, like The Nature of Mathematics, inspired even the most math-phobic students. Lehrer also taught musical theater, sharing his deep knowledge and passion for song. Sometimes he'd write special songs just for his students. He brought the same wit and clarity to teaching as he did to songwriting. For nearly 30 years, his students got a front-row seat to his genius. Lehrer's impact as an educator was as profound as his impact on comedy. In 2020, Lehrer gave the world one last gift. He released all his lyrics and sheet music into the public domain. Anyone can now perform, record, or adapt his songs free of charge. It was a final act of generosity from someone who never cared much for commercial success. Lehrer wanted his work to be shared, studied, and enjoyed by everyone. Teachers, students, and fans everywhere can now access his genius without barriers. In an age obsessed with copyright, Lehrer simply gave his art away. His songs are now part of our shared cultural heritage, a gift for generations to come. It was the perfect final bow from a true original. Tom Lehrer's influence is everywhere in music, comedy, and education. He paved the way for smart, fearless satire, inspiring artists from Weird Al to Bo Burnham. Lehrer's songs remain timeless. His critiques of politics, pollution, and human folly are as sharp today as ever. He showed that you can be both an artist and a scientist, breaking down barriers between disciplines. Lehrer's life is a lesson in following your curiosity wherever it leads. He made learning joyful, whether through a song or a math lecture. His legacy is one of intelligence, integrity, and laughter. Lehrer made us question, laugh, and think all at once. He solved the equation of comedy and left us all a little smarter. Though he's gone, his voice and wit will echo for generations. Tom Lehrer was truly one of a kind.